yoga.
Toast me up, girl. Come on. This is beginning to sound naughty. Oh, shit! God damn it, Freddy!
September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant's Lobby number 1.
Well, I guess this is it.
This is where I do my little Judge Judy interview thing. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Ah, Phoenix, look!
What's up, Edgy?
Edgy?
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I received a call from the Chief Prosecution's office yesterday.
Yeah?
Told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me.
What does White have to have? What does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story.
We'll do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
You coward.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? Guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who is innocent. All I can hope for is to get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy.
Edgeworth. You've changed.
Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, he was a pencil dick in college. He's a pencil dick now.
Phoenix.
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Oh. Okay, let's do this. Feeling pretty cheeky. Feeling real weird about this, guys. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. I'm on the wrong side of this table. What did I do for his voice? I think the voice I've been doing when I've been reading this. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
That's his radio. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
As the details of the events are quite clear to the court, they will be hearing the testimony of a witness to do the defendant's crime.
I see. The prosecution may call its witness. It went far too smoothly. Didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. What's the point of raising an objection? Where's the witness here now? Why not?
Call?
We'll see how funny this gets. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trials against Miss Maya Fey?
Ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion would be all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court.
That's ass. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets the show
damn
off
Edgeworth
when I
as
get
a list.
everywhere.
I would like to call on Mr. Red White to the stand. God damn, he sparkles. Please state your full name.
You wish to know the title of my personage? Nice tie! Did you find that in the dollar bin? Damn. Alright.
Your name?
Fair play to me. Fair play.
Yeah. Bling bling, sucker.
Yes. That is what I said. Oh dear. Do my...
Locutions?
Locutions confuse?
Name!
These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Alright. I'm the CEO, or you... I'm sorry. Or to use a more common
Too bad
term,
your ass got sad.
president of Blue Corp.
Do you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? Mia Fey. Damn.
That would be a negatory. No, I did not.
You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder,
Correct.
and you witnessed the murder from there.
Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. Wright. White. You may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. I don't always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing. Oh.
He sparkles.
I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
Witness account. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, fuck you, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Ah, that's where I can get him. Will he know what direction? Because he'll say the direction that he saw. Won't be the direction that he would have seen. Or that May would have said. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Yep. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe.
It was 9.
It was 9.
Yeah.
It's been a while. They won't tell me. Fair enough. There you go. How do you know what time it was? Because I'm always absolutely perfect. Oh, because it's supposed to be absolutely. Absolutely perfect. You know? Alright. It confuses me. Talk like an asshole. No, you're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyways, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. But Miss May said too. I guess I could press on why he ordered room service at that time.
What would that do? Alright then.
True. The boy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. Ah, there we go. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. Ahem. This is your concern? Silly lawyer. Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course, he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that.
Tell us, what were you doing at the time?
I was quietly perusifying, or that's reading to you some papers by the window. Damn it. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Co. Law offices? Correct. This is the only window you see. And there you were reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume.
See, continue.
Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. I don't know why I'm pressing on this, but whatever. You were reading your new papers until you heard that sound? But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of the window at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You made a career out of snooping. It was then that I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky-haired? Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lord.
How could it be if it wasn't, though?
I need to point at the camera.
Yep.
What do you... What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. Always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. What is your eyesight? Counting both eyes? 40. Not how that works. 40, don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyways?
And what did you do then?
Here's where I'm gonna get him. Oh wait, no, not yet. I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fay office phone?
Irrelevant.
Yeah,
That has nothing to do with this case at hand.
I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May acted alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh ho, I know. After all, I'm El Presidente. What's with you, man? I should have done like Ricardo Montalban's voice, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Give me a little bit more detail about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down.
Are you sure?
As you know, I'm always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you should change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Are you sure about that? How many times must I say it? I am absolutely perfect. End of story. How many times must I hear that?
Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as a little odd?
It strikes me about as bad as your sister got struck.
Hey-oh!
There was a
Phoenix, not cool. Not cool.
There was a terrible infection, and it was over. Impaction? Do you mean impact? Ridiculosity. I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I'd better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Edgeworth prep this guy too, I wonder? Alright, so I better find a weakness in there. Alright, so she dodged to the left. Dodge to the right. And then crisscross. Alright. Man, I really wish you would...
this time.
Alright, victim ran to the left. Victim dodged an attack. This is May's testimony. Dodged an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. How about this? Wait right there, Mr. White. You've dug your own grave. You're so dramatic.
Yeah.
What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is this simple. You have misheard her. I'm still here. Hello.
Hello.
I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Yeah. Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. That's because you were there.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. He really did see the victim run left. So did he witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left.
Here to support the Cosington.
Yeah, because I might go to jail if I fuck this up. Can you explain this contradiction to the court?
They're both left.
Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once.
Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction.
There is only one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts.
What?
F this up. Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Oh yeah, he does the point thing too. I just want to be dramatic, but yeah, I guess I'm picking up the right mannerism.
Yeah?
Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Was not in the hotel. Where could he have been?
I'm glad you asked. In the law office of Fay and Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing there. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. In the killer spot. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, it would appear to him that she ran to the left.
Please, there's no time for joke in this here ill taste. That's where the killer was standing.
Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? The Rapscallion?
Objection!
This postulation of the defense are distortions of the truth, Your Honor.
Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. But now, he's laughing. The hilarity of this moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear for this. I apologize. Mr. Your Honor? Might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. You're fine with that? Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Witness testimony!
I love it.
She ran to the left. It's killing my voice, by the way. Miss May's testimony was correct,
Can you take over?
as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, you ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. It's fucked up, man. That is what Miss May saw. See? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? Yep, bitch-ass I will, sweet cheeks.
I mean, Your Honor.
I mean what I said.
Okay, then.
Cross-examination! His testimony was correct, as was mine. What do you mean by that? That is what I'm about to explain. You Americans always so impatient. It does not become you. Hey, buddy, you're an American too. You assaulted the girl. You first ran to the left. Look at this. Died from a blood object, but may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Shit. Recognition. Lock in the phone. Fire tab. Blood written thing. The victim dodged the attack. Dodged an attack. Then ran to the right. Why is that stuff, bro? To make it look like a scene?
No, that's the lamp.
Yeah, but if you would have dodged to the right, why would that stuff be broken? What I'm gonna get on this thing? I know I should wait till I... What do you mean first? First? That is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please, sit back, relax. I will try and use simple words for you.
Benefit.
For your benefit, first. You ran to the left, and then... Then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. But she dodged it. In May's report, in fact... Anyways. Yeah, let me look at that again. Dodged an attack, then ran to the right. Right, then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Yep. Go. It didn't hit anyone. All right. Now, Mr. Wright, there is no point hiding things from this court. Not hiding anything.
Prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony.
Mr. Wright, you have been warned. What? Why is he mad at me? Right? Okay, I didn't. Gave that noise, and I thought I'd lost some blips. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. What do you mean next? Wait, didn't I already ask that? That was for first. I know that. Oh, then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. And I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. As I said, chased her and delivered the final blow. Stop saying it was me. But it was you.
Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof.
And I do nothing right. Nothing. May I continue? That's what Miss May saw. So each of you saw different parts. Absolutely. That's right, of course. Pick up that annoying phrase. Anyways, moving along. You see, you hit her twice. So you were watching both times? I suppose I was. Please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner.
What do you think, Phoenix?
Got him right where he wanted him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe his smile off his face. Uh-oh. I don't know if I do it there or if I do it there. Any clue?
Well, It's best to go with what sounds like contradicts the evidence. What best does. One make more sense than the other?
Silent. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Oh crap. It does? I don't see anything contradictory, huh? Really? Objection overruled. Trying to think before you accuse Mr. Wright. Oops. That didn't go so well. Alright.
Quick tidbit. Previously, autopsy report time of death, 9 o'clock. Cause single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous, but was changed to may have lived after being hit may have lived a minute after being hit.
Alright.
Yep.
Guess we'll try that.
Objection!
Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. Oh, did it say single blow in the autopsy report?
Yep.
Shit.
I just said that it was changed, but it originally said died from a single blow.
But here it didn't say single blow, so that's why it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Have... What do you have to
playing
say to
this
that?
in one episode is probably best.
Yeah, so they should have had some way to notate that still on there.
Yeah.
Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this corp you were absolutely perfect?
Oh.
I will refrain from using that phrase from now on. Then that's one justice for the world. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for new testimony.
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
Yes, quite.
Objection!
The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want justice.
Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this one now, White. Mr. White? Oh? Okay.
Two accounts.
Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next morning, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then you turned and ran to the door. Then you did her in with the single blow. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over.
Yeah. Justice waits for no tummy aches.
Yeah. Actually, justice is the cure for tummy aches.
Yeah. So quit your belly aching.
See, I looked at the other window and I heard the thing fall.
Hold it!
You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that. The glass light stand. Alright. The one that had fallen over at the scene.
Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yeah, the thing's broken beyond shit all recognition.
I think we can actually just say those instead of secretly.
Yeah, that is odd. Help press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Oh, okay, of course.
I notice his vocabulary is, shortened.
Yeah. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Oh, I can press. Okay.
Yep.
So that's the only thing that changed.
Yep.
I never remember my buttons. And it's just L and R.
Yeah, I know.
The glass stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about that stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. White's falling apart.
Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow this witness to be badgered any further.
Suck a dick, Edgelordington.
Edgelordington.
Mr. White, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Miss Mia? Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No. Triple no. How would I? How could I?
You see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim.
I see nothing odd.
Mr. Wright, I will not you harrying the witness.
You're looking for a little flustered, Edgeworth. Killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. Oops. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran? Yes, I must have been confused. Don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned and ran for the door. What did you do then? Give chase, of course.
What?
No, not me. The killer, I mean, he gave chase.
Mr. White, please remain calm. Mr. Wright here is the only one trying to fluster you with baseless accusations.
Oh, alright. Thank you, Miles. First name, huh?
Yep.
First name basis. Then you did her in with a single blow. Flap. Flap.
That's a good catch.
That doesn't
I
sound,
gave chase, of course. What?
that doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Oh. Well, yes, I am a man of peace, you see.
Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative.
He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. Alright. Beyond recognition. I'm banking on this. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? That stand was broken to pieces when it fell. Ugh. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me exactly, when was it you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the photo. I hope that's a big problemo. There's a big problem here. It would have been behind the window. Cool. Just had to make sure. What problem is it? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable.
Unimpeachable?
Unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. Oh man, my lawyer deck's getting so huge. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, sweetness. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over because this. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murders, yes? Indubitably, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window of the office, this is the area you'd be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within a visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculous. City. Sorry, I forgot to add that. Osity.
Yeah.
Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claimed, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards of the glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from, is from inside the Fey Law Office. Sorry. I'm getting into it. I need to do stuff for emphasis. Go throw my arms around and shit. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Turned into a zombie.
Oh man. Numbered.
Mr. White? White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection!
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright.
Oh, what? I forgot about Edgeworth.
Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now,
What?
I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap.
Wiretap? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain.
And I don't like the way this is headed.
As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law office of Miss Fay.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the tap placed in the office, and by who?
No, you wouldn't.
Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct?
Correct. You are correct, Miles. Most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what you mean by this, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He was determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. It's shown that there is only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. White would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. White has been to that office well before the murder took place. When he placed the wiretap, he could have seen the light glass stand then. Ergo, Phoenix Wright theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is.
You son of a bitch. Worth. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I'd entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. You fucker. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct. This is it. That is it. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. You cross-examine. Yeah, what am I supposed to do now?
Good luck, Phoenix.
That doesn't help. Cross-examination! Summer, the week before the murder. Do you approve?
April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation that proves the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Huh? Right. It entered the Faye and Co. law offices. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Fuck you, Edgeworth!
Unidentified fingerprints were unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye and Co. law offices.
How was this brought to my attention?
Those were obviously Mr. White's.
Check on those prints. Bowing.
Now, Mr. White, please tell us why you went into the Faye and Co. law offices.
Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap me his phone?
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor.
Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Did you notice something so innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It's quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression. Such a beauticious thing deserved attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There's nothing for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Is the beginning... Oh, right. How am I supposed to bluff?
This is a tricky one. What to do?
Don't tell me I run out of ammo.
Tisk tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. Time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor.
Phoenix.
Huh?
Phoenix, over here.
That voice? Mia? Yeah.
Never give up, Phoenix.
Mia? Mia? Where am I? Waiting lobby? What happened? Alright. Lost the trial. I was hallucinating.
Ah, you're finally awake. Hey, Phoenix. Gak, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me.
Hey, girl. There. You're... Maya?
Didn't you know? The Fae women have strong psychic powers. When you accepted your defeat in court, it appeared that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true potential.
So, Maya is channeling you, Mia?
That's right. I'm Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you.
But,
We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won.
Huh?
You have the receipt in the court records, right?
Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on.
Phoenix Wright wrote that. White wrote that, not me.
So, what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? Regular receipt. Like it's from a famous department store. $1,000? Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase. September 4th? You dastardly bitch, you. You did this for my benefit. I'd kiss you right now if I wasn't so sure I'm looking at your sister, not you. I think.
That's
September
right, Phoenix.
4th.
I bought that stand the day before I was killed.
Whoa.
Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony?
White.
White?
Beginning of September, the week before the murder. Said he saw the stand a week before the murder.
There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. You just have to prove it.
Right. I mean, white. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Get updated to the courtroom. September 9th, 1:16 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Fuck. Yeah, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. Cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All it requires now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more than or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? Of course he does.
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
You idiot! Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination! Alright. Cross-examination! Beginning of September, the week before the murder. I got this!
Objection!
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, could you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of the purchase, why, that's the day before the murder. You see? Yes, everyone's reactions is delicious. Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co.'s law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you? Oh, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree that you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, this is all for the trial of...
Objection!
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
Yeah? But no way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There's certainly a third of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there's still no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent.
Yeah?
Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry onto this matter.
Another inquiry. It's going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. Guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. I mean, I'm right. He's right. There's nothing to say that I'm innocent. Stuff to say that he's guilty. But I mean, worst case scenario, I just get another day.
Yeah, you ain't going down like no bitch.
That's object for some reason. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
If anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it's going to be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether or not these new claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I mean, what's the point of this 3-day trial bullshit if like, we're gonna be requesting additional days?
Well, he's asking for a third day.
Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. Well, there's no telling what will happen if I end up in this, if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up, something. After Mia showed up and helped me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time.
The witness will stay.
Mia?
Phoenix, read this note out loud.
Yeah? What's this? And poof. To the Shadow Realm. List of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Memo received from Mia. Okay. Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. Yep, bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. This weird note I pulled out of nowhere.
Take that!
Memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. Yeah. The bug that was on the screen last time attacked me.
Ah, damn bug.
That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list?
Mr. White, admit your guilt right here and now, or else this list will be released to the press.
We blackmailing the blackmail? I confess. I confess. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker.
Case closed, Your Honor.
I feel like I still am not solving any on my own.
I mean,
I
you were
see no
hard to
reason to
get
continue this
there.
trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. What? That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense. Rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Not guilty, motherfucker.
Yay! Confetti! Because that's how ridiculous Japanese law is. I wish. But it's pretty ridiculous.
This court is adjourned.
Woo-wee!
September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. Congratulations! You're lucky I was born a fae.
Why didn't you think you'd be saying congratulations again?
She's dead.
I'm looking at both you and my hand.
How could she say that?
He's right here, though.
I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix.
But to say I never thought I'd say it again, like after the first time, she was like, well, that sucked out.
Yeah, alright, fine. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live.
As long as you live.
My time here is running out.
Yeah, it is. Huh?
Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long.
What? No, there's still so much to say.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Chief?
I'm not your chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock?
The office?
I'll see you later.
You will, Chief? Yeah, wait, what? And then just shake Maya vigorously. Bring her back! September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Fade Cola offices. I like how I arrive after 9, not at 9. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night.
You came.
Yeah?
I was kind of worried you might not.
Yeah? Of course I came.
Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia?
You should see your face.
Mia?
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya.
Maya? It's not a saying much.
Did I look like my sister?
At one point in the day, looked like you were her.
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you?
Bit crass about your own recently killed sister, don't you think? Maya, why are you here?
Because of this. See? You wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of... Huh?
She means the office. This office. Someone has to help out with the new Wright & Co. law office, right?
It's
And
me!
who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here. Ready to get down to business? You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. You said that's what you that's what your friend Larry calls you.
I think you're the only person to get Larry's name right. Nick?
You know what this means? We're partners, right?
You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now, but if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Ah! He's freaking the fuck out.
Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Thump. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it.
Huh? Do what?
Burgers, dummy, burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Come on, time's a wasting.
Okay, wait up.
Yay!
Yeah, we beat the game. Brand new episode has been added. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? There's like weird samurai robots, a fucking weeb in the background.
In episode 3, Turnabout Samurai.